And Rodolfo is advancing. Rodolfo, can he look to square it? It's going to be a penalty here.
Oh, yes!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of the Pacific Pursuit, and welcome to the Club World Cup semi-final against Liverpool. Of all teams, it's going to be an incredible game. Hopefully we can turn up and who knows, maybe we can pull off what would be an absolutely insane shock if we can go and do it. The four teams that remain in this competition include São Paulo, Liverpool, and then on the other side we've got Bayern Munich and Fluminense. Who knows, it could be an all Brazilian final, and if we get there, you feel like the game we might lose is that Fluminense game, but I don't know, we'll have to see. We come up against a very, very good team today, and it is going to be a tough game. Should we not win it, we'll have a game against Cuiabá in the cup, the Brazilian Cup, the first leg, and if we can get quite convincing win there, then you would think we are through to the semi-final, which could show up in next episode, or it could be the Copa Libertadores next round, which is coming up quite soon. Maybe the third round if we can advance from that, but we're in a very good position at the moment. Hopefully there is a final today. By the end of this episode we could have picked up another trophy and we could be Club World Cup champions, which is absolutely incredible. Less than a year to go now until the World Cup. Our job here at São Paulo is very insecure, and I don't know why, to be honest. I mean, if you take a look at what's going on, challenge for the Copa Libertadores passed, reached the latter stages of the Club World Cup, which is quite a bold claim, really. I don't know how it's that's the case, that they wanted late stages, but we made it anyway. Win the Recopa. It's not judging, even though we did win it, so I don't know why that's not there. Qualify for the Copa Libertadores, passed. That was for last season, I assume. Win the São Paulo State Championship, passed. Winning a challenge for the Brazilian Cup, passing at the moment. We are through to the quarterfinal and be competitive in the Super Cup. Okay, we did lose that, but the thing that's not mentioned here is about the league. Obviously, we're doing very bad in the league, 13 points in 13 games, but we have like 5 games on some teams to catch up on. I don't know when they'll be rescheduled to. We're going to have a very chaotic period coming up, but I don't know why that is the case. It's just a bit of an FM thing, I think, to be honest, because I mean, I don't know what the fans are saying. They've got an F rating. We're through to a semi-final of the Club World Cup. It's a bit of a shame, really, but I don't think the players are too demoralised. They're not in the worst position. They usually would be in a much worse position, as you can see there. Managerial support could be a little bit better, but I think that's because of a few players who might be a little bit unhappy at the moment. I don't really know. It's a bit weird, to be honest, but here we are into the semi-final. No one can take that fact away from us, and we're going to go and get straight into it. The first game, hopefully of 2 in the Club World Cup, against Liverpool here in Australia. So the team for this game against Liverpool: Mateus in goal, backline of Carioca, Villejas, Wallace and Sergeant Tim. We've got Garner, Bell, Fernando in the middle, Rodolfo on the left, McCormick on the right, and De Silva up top. Kick-off here in this game against Liverpool. Not many times you can say that, really, as part of the Pacific Pursuit. I mean, coming into this, I think we've had some quite favourable fixtures. We've been very, very convincing in those fixtures. The Juventus game is an upset. It is definitely an upset, but we're coming off against a very, very strong Liverpool team here. We're going to have to pull it out the hat. I was considering changing the tactics, playing a bit of counter-attacking football. This Liverpool team is very kind of attacking minded, as you can see there, with that team, but they do have the players who sit quite deep. But we have very capable players. There's a few players who are at the end of their contracts and are being scouted by like the European clubs, like Castaneda, for example, who doesn't even make the starting team when we have a full strength team, which is crazy, really, because he is a very capable player. But he's been scouted out by teams like Besiktas and stuff like that, which is really impressive. I do think we will keep him, though. Luis Fernando is also another one, but I think we should be able to keep him as well with the contract offers. They've not rejected them straight away, so we'll have to see. But if we can pull off a shock here, then maybe we are just the best team. Maybe I doubted them a little bit too much, and maybe we can go and complete what would be a quite remarkable campaign, really. I don't know if it'll show us the history of this competition. There is a chance for Liverpool to be in behind there. But I don't know how many times. I mean, if we go to, where would it be? It would be in, this is interesting, the groups there. I thought that was for all time past winners there. If we go and take a look, Corinthians won the first one, but there's 3 teams there, and that made that final. Corinthians won it in 2012, but that was when it was, I think, was that when they had just the 3 teams or something like that? Now it's more of a competition based thing, as you can see there. Yeah, Chelsea versus Palmeiras. There's the semi-finals that they used to do, and it looks like Corinthians and Internacional. But I think this is a really good idea, and I think when it comes in, obviously the games will increase, but I think it's one of the ones where it's acceptable to increase the games. I do think so. There's probably other things that should drop. Stuff like Nations League shouldn't be a thing in favour for competitions like this. There is going to be a penalty for Liverpool. They're going to have the chance to step up. But when you're in a position like this, I was thinking about this before the game. If it goes to a penalty shootout, we know exactly who we have between the sticks. It's Florian Wirtz against Mateus, but he sends him the wrong way. He's too good for Mateus. Florian Wirtz scores to make it 1-0 for Liverpool here. Not this time around. He'll be saving any penalties, but if we can, I mean, I think for the rest of this half, why not just go a little bit more attacking, really go at that defence, where clearly they place such a priority on. It looks like they have Neves in the middle. Is it João Neves? Yeah, it is João Neves, who's a very, very capable player. They have in the middle potentially a player we can look at getting at the end of his career. He's the type of player who you'd want to bring in. We have been forced quite deep here by the looks of it by Liverpool. Obviously, with those attackers that they do play, they are quite high, but then can also transition quite defensively and really causes some problems. But the way we play in the midfield, such intense pressing, I think it could really favour us. Here's Rodolfo. Rodolfo squares it to De Silva. It's Golner who turns and he plays it back to Carioca to the edge of the area. It's Bell. Where can he go? He finds Sergeant Tim. Fernando is in behind here, and Fernando is not able to score in the end, but it falls back out to Sergeant Tim, and that is unlucky that he's not able to slot it past there. But that is a good first chance on the board for us here in this game. I think it's a lot closer than we realise in this game. I think Liverpool are probably maintaining a lot more of the ball, getting a few more chances off, but I still think we are really in this game and really going at this team. That's taking the mick a little bit there. They've brought on Paulo Enrique, they've got Jorge Ramos Santos, Jose Roberto who's there, all these players who we do manage in the Brazilian national team. It does look like Liverpool are really coming at us here now in this game. We'll have to look to make a few changes, give us some fresh legs. Rodrigo, the type of player you want to bring on here. Here's De Silva, he's advancing. De Silva with the shot. It's over the bar in the end. Is it potentially a corner? I don't think it is a corner. I'm going to bring Rodrigo off, Fernando off as well for Castaneda. So Rodrigo in there, Rodolfo off, and then Castaneda into the middle there. Here's Rodrigo standing over a set piece. It's just over the bar in the end, and that might be the story of our day really. We're getting so close with these chances. We are threatening though. Just need to get a shot on target really. It looks like Liverpool are really just trying to dominate the possession and kill this game off, but if we get one chance then we will look to take it. But Liverpool in behind here, and that's really good goalkeeping from Mateus, and there's a penalty apparently. I don't know where this penalty's come from. If it's going to be 2 penalties that decide this game, you would feel we are quite hard done by. I don't know where this penalty is coming from. It's not even saying at the bottom where it's coming from. The penalty's given. I don't know where. I don't know how. I don't know why it's been given. But I guess, I don't know, is it a back pass or something? I really don't know. João Neves is stepping up for this penalty, and it's 2-0 here for Liverpool. Mateus cannot get there, and it looks like we might just slip up at the semi-final stage. It's so heartbreaking really. We've still got time to pull it back here, go really attacking if we want to force it to a penalty shootout or extra time, one of the two. But in this game here, it looks like Liverpool might have just run away with it. We've been outclassed on the day by the looks of it. We're into the final 10 minutes of this game. Can we find a goal? It is going to be Fluminense as well who make it to the final by the looks of it. They've been on an absolute tear up. The final few moments of our game though, it doesn't look like it's going to be. But a semi-final, an incredible campaign. The full-time whistle's going to go here, and we can be proud of our efforts in the Club World Cup. And the team for this game against Cuiabá, we've got a fully rested team. An update on the final. It was Liverpool who eventually won against Fluminense, so we weren't even the best South American team, but we made the semi-final. A very, very good result for us in the end. Mateus in goal, backline of Carioca, Villegas, Wallace, Sergeant Tim. We got Golden Bell, Fernando in the middle, Rodolfo on the left, McCormick on the right, and De Silva up top. Kick-off here in this game, 1-0 already within 2 minutes. The board are really not happy with us. I think it's one of those FM things, as I've said, because why would a team who have won already 2 trophies this season, we've lost a semi-final, we lost the final, we may not be doing too well in the league, but we have this Copa Libertadores as well. Why would the fans be frustrated about that? That's a red card, and we are going to win this game in convincing fashion. I'm fairly certain we will. I think we, even if it's the first leg, if we can get a very convincing result, expect us by next episode to be in this semi-final. I have full confidence we will be in that semi-final. It's a shame to lose out to Liverpool, really, but it was always going to be a tough ask against a very good opposition who've won that tournament before and have won it again now. It would have been nice to be the best South American team, but credit to Fluminense. We had some very good games, very dominant displays. And it was a shame to lose on 2 penalties. The second one, I don't even know what was for, but it happens. It does happen, and even if we, didn't defend we could have defended a bit better, or they were unfortunate, I guess. We didn't attack good enough in the end, really. We should have done much better than we did, and we didn't create the chances that we needed. We went a little bit more attacking. Maybe that counter-attacking football would have been a bit better, because of, with all that possession and those chances that Liverpool had. One chance where we could have broken away from, we could have scored from it potentially, but we didn't in the end. What can we do? And now there's still a lot more to go and compete for, but I'm really enjoying this season, how we have so much to play for. 2 trophies won, 2 trophies lost, and I think there is still one more for us to win. Which one it is, we'll have to find out. McCormick has missed a penalty though, but it might not be the Brazilian Cup that we do win. We actually have 3 trophies to win, if I'm not mistaken. We'll go and have a look at that again. Was it actually 7 possible trophies we could have won? Yeah, it was. Or it is 7, because these 2 are the World Cup, which is not until next season anyway, but we could have won 7. So we lost the Club World Cup semi-final, we lost the Super Cup final, we probably won't win the league by how it's going, considering we are now 19th, but we do have 7 games on some teams to catch up on, but we'll have to see with them ones. And then also we've the Copa Libertadores could win it, very well could win it, with some of the quality of teams that we've beat. No reason why we can't go and beat them in that competition. We have the Recopa, which we won, the Recopa Libertadores. We've got the São Paulo State Championship, which we won, and then this Brazilian Cup, which we can win. So it could be 4 trophies that we do win, and only 3 that we lose out in. But that would be, I'd take that. That shows we are fairly dominant, I think is probably the word. We slipped up in some competitions. That Super Cup should have been won, really. The league we have to do better in. The league still can be won, but whether or not we do, I don't know. And then the Club World Cup was always going to be a tough ask, but I thought there was a chance. But what can you do in the end, really? If we'd have beat Liverpool, we would have played Fluminense, and I feel like we could have beat them, really. But the tough game came before that in Liverpool. It's done now. But what a campaign it was, and what a few episodes it made out to be. The ball in here, it's another header for Curiara. They are really going at us here. We're by the looks of it being the better team. We're having the more chances. We have had that penalty which McCormick was denied from. It's just not been the best start to this game for us. It's been decent, but we just can't get it looking by the looks of it into added time and the full-time whistle. The half-time whistle is going to go here in this game. Just not the best start for us, really. I don't think it's the team. I don't think everyone's too demoralised. A few players maybe having their heads turned by some offers that are coming on the table with the transfer window now opening, end of contracts now becoming a thing. The goal's just not coming for us. Surely we end this episode by getting a goal. Well, we'll have to see as 65 minutes goes. Will a goal come for a place in the semi-final? Here's Rodolfo. Rodolfo plays it in to Carioca, squares it. McCormick, he's put it wide. He's offside as well, and it's just not coming for us. It's just not our day. But in this away leg, I'm telling you, even if we don't show it I'm fairly confident we will be able to beat our opposition here. We're just coming off the back of those congestion of games. Maybe it's catching up to us a little bit. Here's Rodolfo. Can he play it short onto this left side? He takes it directly. It's a save from the Guyana goalkeeper. We're going to look to make a few changes here, though, shortly in this game. We do need to really bring some fresh legs onto this pitch. Here's De Silva standing over this corner kick to the edge of the area. That's the obvious ball, and it's played there, and Rodolfo can have the shot. He plays the return ball, and it's an offside flag. I think it is an offside. Really, it's got to be better in the end. It really does have to be better. We'll ring onto that left side. Rodrigo, Cusqueta in for Carioca, and then Castaneda in for, I'm going to bring Gallner off. Gallner's had a bit of a quiet game, really, by his standards, and we'll make those 3 changes there on that far side. The boys being knocked around. I mean, we're putting on quite a bit of a high press here. If we can force an error, that could be the error. It's out to this left back position, now down to the left winger, but we forced him into a really isolated position, and that's really good work from Sergeant Tim. Bell, Gallner, where can he go? He loses out on that ball, and Rodolfo is advancing. Rodolfo, can he look to square it? It's going to be a penalty here in this game. That is very good work from Rodolfo to get that penalty, and second time around, can McCormick finally put his penalty away? He'll have a look at, can he go and do it? The penalty for McCormick, no mistake this time, into the top left corner. We finally get that goal that we have been looking for here in this game. It's 1-1, and who knows how if we can go and get another one here in this game. I don't see why not, because I think we have been very good. It's just been I think it's gonna be, we slowly build back into this game. Why is that saying that McCormick's missed 2 penalties? I don't know. I think we need to slowly build back into these games, back into some domestic football. But as I say, I think it's been a very good display. If we can get a winning goal here, then you surely think we are through to the semi-final with that second leg, even if we don't show it. It's going to be a 3rd penalty. McCormick could have had a hat-trick of penalties here, and it's a bit of justice. 2 penalties conceded in that last game, and now we get 3, and now it's McCormick. Can he put this one away as well? McCormick with the penalty into that bottom right corner. No mistake this time. Once again, he's got a 66% success rate. 2 penalties scored, 1 missed, but we'll forget the one that he missed because he scored this one. I'm going to leave him on. We do have Tony back in the team, but I don't think I'm going to bring him back in at this point. We might as well just leave McCormick on to try and get his hat-trick, and he might be on here. De Silva turns. It's a lovely turn, but he loses out on that ball in the end, and now 88 minutes gone here in this game. We're putting on the pressure. We're continuing on, and Fernando does well to win that back, but he loses out again, and now I don't know if that's the centre-back for Cuyaba is trying to advance with that, but he can't do anything with it in the end. And now Fernando, where can he go? He goes out wide to Rodrigo. Can he look to play this ball into the middle? Where will he go? Rodrigo. It's a corner. It's a corner for us, and Rodrigo is going to be the one to take it. Nothing comes from it in the end. A much better display. It's nice to have a very good win off the back of no disappointment, but a loss. I think it was is the best way to describe it. The full-time whistle goes, and that is a very good win here in the Brazilian Cup quarter-final first leg. Tomorrow we will be in a semi-final. So once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll leave you with this little tune, and I'll see you again tomorrow, whatever we're up to. Thank you, bye-bye.